All right, in this video, I'm gonna, that Rafter that I just cut out. This is that Rafter. All right, there's your hip. All right, and there's the backside, there's your bird's mouth, and here's your soffit. So soffit cut, bird's mouth, and plumb cut, ridge cut. It's gonna go here. Now how you set this up, you kind of want this Rafter is too short. This one is right. I'm gonna match it with this Rafter here. I've got a screw started here. I'm gonna run a screw in. And I'm just showing you, what I'm trying to do is show you how to check your hip Rafter before you nail the thing in. So you want to check all this before you get it nailed in. Flush this up the corner. And I'm going to screw that in. Now, if you're at states, regionals, whatever, class, whatever, take a straight in. Now I got a straight board. This is a 1x6. It's already beveled to the pitch of the roof. I'm just gonna run this across here, like so. And I'm trying to see how much of a gap I got here. This board bows out slightly, and I've got probably 1/8 of an inch, and a screw would pull that in. So you're good. So if you're within an 1/8, maybe a 1/4, you probably live with it. If it's any more or less than that. Now if you're running this across and it's sticking out too far, you can always shave some down. If it's in too far, you're probably gonna have to cut another one. All right. The other thing, the soffit cut, what I wanted to check with soffit cut, run this across the bottom here and make sure that it matches up so that we're touching here and touching here. So you want your soffit cut to be even here, because that's where your soffit would go there. All right. So that's just installing. And then I don't have another Rafter on the other side. Well, this one got cut out by somebody else. And if that was screwed in, you could check across the back to make sure everything's touching across the back. And if it's not touching, then you got something wrong. So check your tail cuts across the end, check your soffit cut, and then check across the back. You have to get this screwed in. Very good. And another thing that you can do, so if I don't know if you can see all the way over here. This, you can kind of off-center off the corner a little bit, one way or the other, and that will make up some of that gap that you have on your tail cuts, if you have to. So if I had to, I could either slide this way or slide this way just a little bit to make up for some of that gap. So if I'm a little too short, I can slide it that way 1/8 of an inch and run my screw back in. Or if I'm a little too short here, I can slide it this way a little bit. So you can kind of make up some of that by where you screw it in on your corners. All right, so that's how to lay out a hip Rafter, and that's your fit up. And then for your fascia board, that fascia board is just what I just showed you. If you've got 8 inches of overhang here, all right, come in right here, measure down 8 inches, mark a line all the way across. Don't just put one mark, mark a line all the way across. Line this up. You can hold this with your leg, flush it with the top, and run a screw or your nail or whatever you got to run in. Okay? The other thing that you want to check is if you're heading, so I'm a little high there. So if I'm a little bit high, I can always drop this down just a little bit. So I'm probably 1/4 inch high. So if you need to, take this out, take that out, take that out. Now remember, when you move one thing, it affects everything else. So sometimes there's a little bit of working that you've got to get. So I just dropped that down just a little bit. Drop that. Now the reason that this is going to be high is because these Rafters right here are short. Assuming that these Rafters, you see this 1/4 inch that didn't get all the way to the top on both Rafters. These Rafters with the right height, this should slide across perfectly. But if sometimes everything doesn't work out the way you need it to, sometimes you gotta adjust. All right, so that's how you check. So go across the top, go across the tail cuts, go at the soffit cut, and go across the back. So there's a lot of things to check with the hip Rafters to make sure everything lines up.